My name is Natalie Stratton, and I am here to give you an informative speech on the importance of educators promoting God's values. And my thesis statement for this is educators use many different platforms to advance God's values, such as justice, honesty, loving others, compassion for others, and our faith in Him. To do this, you must be an educator, and to be an educator, you must attend school to get your bachelor's degree. Some people even choose to go on to get their master's degree to fine-tune their skills, whether it be in theology, music, history. They're able to go back and use that further knowledge they got from their degree to go help the kids they want to teach. And this brings me to my first point, which is God values our faith in Him. And the way educators can promote this value to their students is by understanding that it's not their duty to just teach them school, it's their duty to teach them about life in general, morals, and a way a teacher could do this is maybe by being a youth pastor on the side. That way you could get your students into more into the church and the faith, and you become more well-rounded for them, not just a teacher, but also a spiritual leader, just like God would want. And that brings me to my second point, which is God values our compassion for others. This includes the poor and oppressed. A way that a teacher helped the poor and oppressed was by using a form of therapy called bibliotherapy. And bibliotherapy is something teachers use so you can bridge the gap between home and school. That way you're able to, as a teacher, kind of better understand the child's home life, so you can let them know that they are not alone, but you can also let them know that you are there for them. And that is something that God really values because He said so. Which brings us to our third point, which is God values our love for others. And an example of this was in the book, the textbook, the Albane text, which is that teachers can extremely influence their students. And an example, like I said, from the book is one of the Vicky, who was extremely moved by her teacher, Mrs. Robinson, when she was growing up. She had her in I think it was 3rd grade, and she realized that this teacher had such an impact on her, and made her love school, and it made her realize that she wanted to spread that love and compassion to other students, which made her grow up to become a teacher. And when she became this teacher, she realized it wasn't that easy because not everyone's supportive. The parents, it's hard because sometimes you're the only one that cares as a teacher. So that is why God really wants teachers to use their influence on them and help them in their lives. And which brings me to my fourth and final point, which is God values justice and honesty. And for this example, as an educator, I was able to pull from more recent example, which is a football coach in Utah suspended all 80 of his players because of the actions of a few. They were bullying some kids, being disrespectful to teachers, and the coach felt that the whole team should have used their values of justice and honesty to keep each other in line and keep them in check, just like us as Christians need to keep others in line for God's message and to promote His love. And in conclusion, educators use different types of platforms to spread their influence on students, not just academically, but also spiritually. And educators use their positions, whether it just be coaching or just teaching or just being a friend, as long as they attempt to help using these values I've talked about. It will make God happy and it will make you a great teacher. Thank you for listening.